Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of Market Pulse. I'm Ajit Mahuli, the founder and mentor at Learn Price Action Trading. Let's take a look at what the indices have been doing, the major indices, Nifty, Bank Nifty, and are likely to do in the coming week. Would like to apologize for not having the last 2 weeks Market Pulse because I was on personal leave. But the levels that I had provided earlier still held good, and let's see what the indices are likely to do this month of October. So since it's a result season, we would see volatile moves and swing shorts can probably wait. We can do intraday long shorts, short-term long shorts, and be more stock specific rather than index specific. On the monthly chart, we have this all-time high at about 20,222.45, which needs to be watched. But index is having a lot of issue moving beyond, let's say, 19,800 to 850 areas. Only once it closes, maybe on a weekly basis, that you can expect it to retest the all-time high. But intraday highs to those areas, and if they get rejected, that would be sign of prices probably having the possibility of moving down. Now, on the monthly chart, the next areas of demand zone are still far away, which is, let's say, around 18,130, let's say 18,200 to 18,000. That's the area where we will have this main demand zone from where we are in this offshoot. The next demand zone around of that is, let's say, close to 17,900. No supply on the weekly chart, but a strong rejection last month. Sorry, on the monthly chart, no supply zone and a strong rejection on the previous month candle. Now, on this, if you see the weekly chart, that's the area from where we went up. So it created a new area of demand zone here. Even if we take it like this, the real demand will be on the smaller time frames. And there is no supply still on the weekly chart. So can this go and break the new high? It can possibly. It depends on the news events and the result season. Remember, we have a lot of geopolitical risk as well as results, and we still don't know how it's going to behave. But since we are moving up from a good area of demand zone, the bias for the short term or probably the next couple of weeks should be on the long side. Every dip to a good demand zone can be bought, and the smaller time frame will tell us where this will likely head to. Right now, no supply zone, so prices can go all the way again to 20,100. Last week, there was quite a nice bullish candle after that rejection. On the daily chart, if you see, here is where the picture gets more and more clearer. That's the area of supply zone from where prices got rejected pretty fast. And we had a good fall breaking this demand zone. We started moving up from a new demand zone on smaller time frames. And if you see this price action, we are still making higher highs, and the lows are also getting higher. So there is a good chance prices can again retest these areas, or at least, let's say, if I have to tell you, probably it's going to be that's quite possible. I would not like to short the index. Would probably look at going long or doing some spreads on the long side. And this area around 19,900 to 20,100 will be the area where swing shorts on confirmation can be taken. Prices are moving up nicely. That's the new area of demand zone, which you will find, and we still haven't come back there. And after last Friday's gap down, the gap down got bought into, though there is no still follow through candle. Probably tomorrow we could get looking at what the Gift City is pointing to and the US markets are pointing to. We may gap up and move ahead. If we gap up, avoid shorting till we get some confirmation. Prices could move up, be stock specific. So taking a look at the 75-minute chart, that's the area of supply where you would probably make an attempt to move towards. So no shorts till this. At these areas, at the gap fill, you can do some intraday shorts, but no swing shorts. Swing shorts will only be once we get into here. That's the area of demand zone which we are still holding. in pretty good demand area. Yeah, and the price action is suggesting a move up towards, let's say, 19,900 at least. So avoid shorting. If you get an intraday dip somewhere, look at going longs. So short-term bullish bias, swing shorts only, let's say about 19,950 to 20,100. That's what we have on Nifty. A quick look at India VIX. Now, if you see India VIX is nicely moving up on all the rejections on the monthly, weekly, nicely moving up. Yet the week is not yet closed, so we'll have to see how it moves. And if it starts moving, probably it might get some supply around 11.6 to 12. That's the area where it might again retreat back in. And tomorrow, if we gap up, this would probably start moving down and then would move uh, around at least 10.6, which will be good for uh, index longs if you're holding anything. Look at Bank Nifty. Now, Bank Nifty is weaker as compared to Nifty. We have had results of HDFC Bank, so that effect will come in tomorrow. That's the area of demand zone. On the monthly chart, this is where the prices are likely to come for swing trades and would be good idea to get into swing longs. Right now, it's only going to be short-term trading. No supply as such. We do have like a rally based drop, but I would not call it. Maybe smaller time frames will hold better clues. So that's where we have the demand zone, which is holding it on the weekly chart. Now, since prices have made an attempt to go and retest the all-time highs but failed, as we come here, there is a good chance that price could at least move towards 44,800 to 45,200, some daily supply zones here. So it could range before it breaks this. And if it breaks this, the next area for us to really look at long and maybe short targets will be close to 41,500 areas. So that's still holding the demand area, can move up a little bit. Daily will tell us where it will likely to move to. Now, if you see, this is all congestion. And if we start moving beyond 44,400, we could easily move towards 44,800 and then this area. The real supply is all the way here. So that's a range for Bank Nifty that we have, which could be continuing for the next couple of weeks since we have a result season and the public sector bank results would be after October expiry. This week will be expiry. This week's result season is more focused on the private banks with HDFC Bank, which came out with results today. I don't know how to read those results. But I only look at that indices are on in demand zone and low on the curve. So good opportunities for good reward to risk on the long side as compared to the short side, or you can just focus on intraday trades and be more stock specific. So that's a weekly supply zone. So this is going to be the range that we'll play. And some areas of supply will be somewhere close to 45,000. Since we are holding these lows of 43,800, definitely once we start trading above 44,500, that opens up a good 500-point long trade, which could be like a intraday or a day, a couple of days trade all the way to this. And that's the area where we can look at some swing shorts because we are moving from low on the curve. So right now shorts are invalid. And on the 75-minute chart, we had a very beautiful demand zone where we got an entry today, assuming some of you would have food trade supply demand and follow the LPAT way of trading, would have gone long here. We do long. And that's a supply zone. So that's a good range that we will get for longs. And if we start moving beyond 44,400, as I said, look for smaller time frame pullbacks and go long till 44,900, or maybe you can do some spreads in this area by selling some put options and doing a bull put spread or a weekly non-directional trade between these areas. But the bias will be bullish as of now since we are holding this demand zone. All right. So short-term bullish bias, result season volatility is going to be fluctuating. So be careful about index trades. And stock trades which are yet stocks which are yet to give results and are probably giving results next week could be looked at for a short term long buyers if they are holding their higher time frame demand zones.